Assalamu alaikum and good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to revise about grade 8 linear equations in one variable. So we have already seen what is a linear equation. What is linear, my dear students? So linear means the degree. That means the degree should be 1. The degree should be 1. Is it right? Yeah, the degree should be 1. Give me 1 minute. Okay, the degree should be 1. And what is degree? So degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable in that particular equation or polynomial or expression. Highest power of variable. So that means examples are for linear expression or linear expression, it is 2x plus 3. Understood? One more example, you can call it as 5 minus 3y. Anything. See, the power of y or x, whatever variable you take, it should be 1. It should not be a square or d square or f square or x square or y square. It should be 2x. That means the power of the variable should be 1. Or another example, 8 minus x. See, the power of the variable is 1. Okay, and here the coefficient of x is also 1. Okay, but anyway, it is not needed. The coefficient can be anything, but the power should be equal to 1. This is called as linear. So these are linear expressions. And what is equation, my dear students? Equation is an expression which contains equal to sign in the expression. Okay, an expression which contains equation equal to sign is called as an equation. For example, you have the same thing, 2x plus 3 is equal to 5 minus 3y. It is an equation. Okay, in the same way the others also can be 8 minus x is equal to 10. This is also an equation. See, what is the difference between the first one and the second one? Okay, the first one is equation, it is a linear equation, but in two variables. See, you have x and you have y, so it is two equation. And the second one is linear equation in one variable. That means you should have only one variable. It can be even like this, 8 minus x is equal to 2x plus 5. Okay, here also you have one variable. So this year we are going to study about linear equations in one variable. Okay, so now let us let us see, while in this chapter we are going to do two things. Simplifying means into simplest terms. Okay, simplifying into simplest terms. And other thing, the next one which we are going to see is solving. So what is solving, my dear students? Solving means finding the value of the variable. So simplifying means into simplest form. That means add or subtract all the like terms. So this is called as simplest form. And coming to solving, what is solving, my dear students? Solving means finding the value of variable. Okay, I'll explain it clearly. For example, somebody gives you finding the value of the variable, and now if somebody asks you to simplify, it looks like this: 2x plus 3y plus 7 minus 10 is equal to 15. So what is simplifying, my dear students? See, what are the like terms here? 2x plus 2x, 2x plus 2x, it is 5x, and 7 minus 10, it is minus 3 is equal to 5. And bring down the other one over here, the constant which is on the right hand side, transpose it to left hand side, is equal to 5x minus 3. Here you have positive 5. When you transpose it becomes minus 5 is equal to, when you transpose nothing is left out, therefore it is 0. Okay, now the same thing can be written as 5x minus 3 minus 5 minus 8 is equal to 0. This is simplification. Understood? Writing an equation in that simple form is called a simplification. Now what is solving? So for this solving, what is solving? Solving is nothing but the finding the value of the variable. Let us go to it later. And now whenever you are simplifying, you have to follow the order of BODMAS. So that means first you have to solve brackets. If you have whatever is inside the brackets, you have to solve. Next it is order, that means indices. Indices means exponents and powers. Next it is division. So that means first you have to go for division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Got it, my dear students? Suppose for example you have 5x multiplied by 2 plus 6x minus 10. Suppose if you have like this, okay, divided by 2. So according to BODMAS, so first what we are supposed to do, you don't have any brackets inside to simplify, then you don't have even indices or powers or exponents, and next you have division. So that means you have to take care of this first. So let us write 5x multiplied by 2 plus 6x minus, what is 10 divided by 2? 5. So once you have completed this, then we have to go for multiplication. So 5x times 2, it is 10x plus 6x minus 5. So you should not do 2 plus 6x, okay? And you cannot even add 2 plus 6x also, because 2 is a constant and 6x is a term with a variable. So you cannot add or subtract unlike terms. You have to add only like terms. Okay, now here you have 10x plus 6x. These two are like. So 10x plus 6x is 16x minus 5. This is the simplified form. Okay, for simplified form you have to use BODMAS. Okay, now coming to solving, my dear student, solving means finding the value of the variable. For solving, you have to follow the inverse order of BODMAS. So for solving, it is for example, what is inverse order? The inverse order of BODMAS is you have to start from subtraction, addition, multiplication, division, and then you have to go for the final brackets in order to solve. How to solve this? I'll explain you. So please listen carefully. Okay. Now, how to solve? For example, if they give you an equation x minus 2 equals 7. Okay, x minus 2 equals 7. So what we do, my dear students, you have to find the value of the variable x. So you have to see where is the variable, which side. Okay, and transpose, next step is transpose all constants to other side. All constants to other side. Okay, when you transpose, you have to take care the inverse order of BODMAS. This is very important. Okay, and then simplify like terms. If you have simplify like terms. For example, here x is on left hand side, so x is alone, so therefore transpose all other constants to right hand side. Here you have 2 which is negative, which is in subtraction, and when you transpose x, it transposes to right hand side and become opposite operation, opposite sign, it gets an opposite sign. So minus 2 it gets plus 2, so that is equal to x is equal, the value of x is 9. Okay, so now let us see another problem. So y plus 3 equals 10. What do you have here? 3 is on left hand side. and y, the constant is on the variable is on left hand side, so transpose the other constants. So what implies, what you have when you transpose 3, you have only y on left hand side is equal to, already you have 10, and now transpose plus 3 to other side, this is minus 3. That implies y is equal to 10 minus 3, 7. This is the value of y. Please copy this. Okay, wherever I explain a problem, you copy this problem in the classwork, understood, under the heading revision. And let us see one more. So 6 equals z plus 2. Students, here where you have z, z is on right hand side, so therefore bring transpose plus 2 to left hand side. So what it becomes, 6 plus 2, it becomes minus 2 equals 0. Now 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so therefore that implies 4 is equal to z. Okay, understood my dear students? Please copy, please copy. So, and do it by yourself. Pause the video and do it by yourself, otherwise you will not remember the concept. Now let us see, 6x is equal to 12. Okay, so now you have, what is the operation between 6 and x? You have multiplication, only multiplication. So transpose 6 to other side. So when you transpose, what is left on left hand side? X is equal to, it is in multiplication. What is the opposite operation of multiplication? Division. 12 divided by 6, that is equal to 2. So therefore the value of x is 2. Okay, now let us see, t by 5 is equal to 10. Now you have a t on left hand side, variable on left hand side, and what is the operation between t and 5? It is division. So when you have division, transpose 5 to other side. So since it is in division, it transposes to right hand side and becomes multiplication. So 10 times 5 is 50. Understood my dear students? Now see, we have seen what happens when you transpose addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so let us see some more problems where multiple operations are included. 7x minus 9 is equal to 16. Okay, 7x minus 9 is equal to 16. Now where is the variable? Variable is on left hand side. So now let us see, let me write BODMAS, and when you are transposing, you have to use inverse order of BODMAS. Now what is the operation between these two, 7 and x? Multiplication. We have multiplication. And what is the operation with another constant? Subtraction. So now tell me my dear students, which one you have to transpose first, multiplication or subtraction? Yes, it is subtraction. So first when you transpose minus 9, what happens? 7x equals 16 minus 9, when you transposes it becomes plus 9. Okay, the sign changes to 9, plus 9. That implies 7x equals, what is 16 plus 9? 16 plus 9 is 25. So that implies x is equal to 25 by 7. So this is the value. Okay, value of x. In the same way, let me explain you one more problem. 13 equals 14y minus 8. Students, please copy and try to do it without, if you the mathematics is a subject where you have to practice by yourself. How many, it doesn't matter how many videos you see. The only thing that matters is how much you have practiced. Okay, the more you practice, the more you will understand the concept of mathematics. So 13 is equal to 14y minus 8. Now students, see here, let me say suppose plus 8. Okay, What is the operation between 14 and y? Multiplication. So you have multiplication, and y and 8 you have the matlab the term of the variable, and 8 you have plus in between, that means addition. So the first one, which one you have to transpose? Addition, right? When you transpose plus 8 to left hand side, what will happen? It becomes plus 8 will become minus 8. See, 30, whatever you have before, you write it 13, and now the transposed one minus 8 equals 14y. Okay, see, this should be the step, and that implies 13 minus 8, 13 minus 8 is 5. 5 is equal to 14y. You have to write like this. Some students, what they do, suppose for example 13 is equal to 14y plus 8. So when you transpose 13 minus 8, they do 13 minus 8 is equal to 5 is equal to 14y. They write like this. See, what is the meaning of is equal to? It should be left hand side is equal to right hand side. Understood? 13 minus 8 is equal to 5. Okay, you should not write like this. And 5 is not equal to 14y. So in the same step. So therefore, what you are supposed to do is what you are supposed to do is write stepwise. Understood? So each step should show you the all the equation. For example, here 13 minus 8, and right hand side what do you have? 14y. Understood or not? So in the same way, 13 minus 8, simplify in the next step. So don't be in a hurry. That implies now 5 is equal to 14y. Here you have multiplication, and when you transpose to the other side, it becomes division and it goes to denominator. So y is equal to 5 by 14. Understood, my dear students? So these are the problems. Now let us see how to solve the equations where you have constant variables on both sides. For example, 2x minus 3 equals x plus 2. So previously, what did I tell you? You have to take care of the side. Is it right? And where is the variable? But here you have on both sides. When you have variables on both sides, what to do? Transpose the variable which is having smaller coefficient. That means, see, here you have 2x, and on the right hand side you have x. So 2x, and the right hand side you have 1x. So which is smaller? Yeah, very good, 1x. So transpose 1x to left hand side, and the sign of x is positive. So when you transpose, what happens? It becomes negative. That is equal to, now when you have transposed x, what is left out on right hand side? 2. Okay, this should be the way to write. Otherwise you will do mistakes. That implies now 2x minus x, like terms, right? Let us simplify here. 2x minus x, x means 1x. 2x minus 1x, 1x. So I can write it as x, and what is left out? Minus 3 is equal to 2. And now minus 3, when you transpose, it becomes x is equal to, already you have 2, you write whatever variables are constants you have from before on that particular side, you write them first. Then minus 3, it becomes plus 3. So that implies x is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5. I hope you understood, right? So now let us go for the next type of problem. For example, 5t minus 3 is equal to 3t minus 5. So now you have t on variable on both sides. So 5t and 3t, which is smaller? 3t. Transpose it. So it becomes, what happens to this? 5t minus 3 you already have, and plus 3t, it becomes minus 3t is equal to minus 5. Okay, that implies 5t minus 3t, how much? If you don't understand, 5 tigers minus 3 tigers, it is 2 tigers, and you have minus 3 equals minus 5. Now what you are supposed to do here, you have multiplication and here it is subtraction. I have already seen multiplication and subtraction. You have to transpose subtraction first. So when we transpose subtraction, so it becomes 2t equals, already you have minus 5, so minus 3 it becomes plus 3. So that implies 2t is equal to minus 5 plus 3. When you have one positive and one negative, what we are supposed to do, subtract the smaller one from bigger one. 5 minus 3 is 2 is the answer, but the bigger number is having negative sign, so it will be minus 2. That implies t is equal to minus 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 1. Understood? So in the same way, for example, if you have let us see one of the problem, 8x plus 4 equals 3 times x minus 1 plus 7. See, this is interesting, my dear. So before transposing or before solving, let us simplify the expression. Okay, see, on left hand side you have the simplified one, variable and a constant, you cannot add further, so it is already simplified. But on right hand side you can see 3 times x minus 1 plus 7. 3 into 7, 1, when we multiply, it will be a constant and another constant. That means it is not simplified. Let us simplify first. 3 into x, it is 3x, and 3 into minus 1, it is minus 3, and now plus 7. That implies, let us simplify, 8x plus 4 equals 3x. Now you have minus 3 plus 7. What happens, my dear students? So one negative and one positive, it becomes, you have to subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4 is the answer. The bigger one is having positive, so it is plus 4. Now let us see, my dear students, 3x, now you have 8x and 3x, which is smaller. 3x, transpose it, 8x minus 3x equals, and now you transpose the constant which is on left hand side to right hand side. So already you have 4, and plus 4, when it transposes it becomes minus 4. That implies 8x minus 3x, 5x, is equal to 4 minus 4, 0. So that implies x is equal to 0 divided by 5. What is 0 divided by 5? 0. Okay, do you understand, my dear students? So this is the these are some of the what do you call it as, some of the examples of linear equation, how to solve linear equation in two variables. And my dear students, if you only listen to the class, you will not understand, you will not remember how to solve. So what we are supposed to do, so please practice. Pause the video, and wherever a problem is finished, so please pause it and do it by yourself. Okay, and you have seen so many equations, so practice them properly. And one more question I'll just explain. Okay, I'll just explain one more question, my dear students. Okay, so for example, 8x minus 3 divided by 3x is equal to 2. See, you have variables on one side, but the variables are in numerator and denominator. So in numerator you have two terms, and denominator you have only one term which is common for both. So you cannot cancel x, or you cannot cancel 3 or 3, because 3x is for 8x and also 3. So therefore what to do? First, to simplify. Transpose 3x to other side. Transpose the denominator. That implies 8x minus 3 equals 2. It is in denominator. It becomes multiplication, 2 times 3x. That implies 8x minus 3 is equal to 2 times 3x is 6x. Okay. Now you have variables on both sides. So which is smaller? 6x is smaller. Transpose, and transpose this constant to other side, right hand side. So you have 8x the plus 6x, it becomes minus 6x equals minus 3. When you transpose, it becomes plus 3. So you have to do it calmly, and you have to do step by step. Otherwise, don't get confused. 8x minus 6x, it is 2x is equal to 3. So that implies x is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. So practice all the questions in which is given in the textbook, and try to try to do all problems by yourself. If you have any doubt, as I already tell you, please message me on this phone number. Okay. And those who are seeing this video outside of UAE, you can add plus 7971, and you message me, so that I will explain you the doubt. Okay. If you have any, please practice. And if you like this video, and share it to others, so that the other students also benefit out from it, and like this video. And if you have any comments, or if you want any improvements in teaching, and or if you want any more doubts, if you want to clear the doubts, send me, ping me on this number. And yes, now comes the advertisement part. So please subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, and have a good day, my dear students.